Hi guys, today we are going on an adventure. We're going to meet a few of my mentors maybe and some friends, and we are going to go dig quartz crystal and petrified wood just about 2 hours away from my house. I'm excited. Honestly, this is the first real rock hounding trip I've gone on in 3 years, so I'm super stoked. Okay guys, so I made it the hour-and-a-half drive from my house up to my friend Vince Allred's house in Heber. He is one of my favorite friends, known for years, and we're gonna play with rocks today for a little bit.
I've got the Geiger counter on this piece of botryoidal opalized fluorite that my friend Chris Carlson, geologist buddy of mine, gave to me, and it's just going off the charts.
That's pretty incredible.
We'll definitely want to keep this one outside.
Definitely.
So you like rocks? Well, me too. But if you collect enough of them, you eventually have to do something with them. That's where I come in. This is the easy cap. This one is an old one. I've used the guts out of it. I've had it for years and years. Spent hours and hours polishing rocks. It's a blast. I love it, and I'd like to get you into it too. The first thing is, if you're gonna polish rocks, you want to get good equipment. I don't really care what brand. Obviously, I like to sell my brand because it's made in Utah, USA. And for that reason, it's always better to deal with somebody that knows what the hell they're doing. So let's get you hooked up with an easy cab machine and some information on how to use it, and some rocks. I'd love to give away rocks too, and you'll have fun like I have. How's that? This is pretty fun stuff. Take an ugly old rock. You know what you're doing. Have some good equipment.
Oh wow, that is pretty. So what is it?
This is coral. Fossilized, agatized coral. Pretty, huh?
Super pretty.
And that's what we do in our spare time, is take these rocks that we've collected out in the desert and up in the mountains and stuff, and cut them and polish them. This is the easy cab that I use and sell. It's a really good machine, and it's made right here in Utah, USA. It's heavy duty, 2-speed, all stainless steel, 8-inch wheels. It's a blast. Let's get you one.
Here at Jordanelle Reservoir. You see right there, see all that water? This used to be a fairly private location since I've been coming here about 5 or 6 years. It has actually changed a lot over that short amount of time. You can see all the holes where everyone has dug out, and they are looking for quartz crystals. This is a great location to dig for them. It's just right off Highway 40 at the dam, sort of. So this is a road cut, and it goes right through this mountain here. You'll notice that that side is green and nobody digs over there, but there is a pull-off right here, and so that, I think, led to a lot of people. The locals knew about this place for a very long time. I spent a lot more time with Vince than I planned on. So I'm just going to go and walk around and look and see if there are any crystals just laying out on the ground for me to pick up, or maybe some matrix pieces that I could take home and polish and check out and see if it's something that I really, you know, want to work with. So I'm going to do that real quick, and then I will go to the next spot. Hi guys, so I was only able to spend about 10, maybe 20 minutes at this spot because I'm not healed up well enough to walk on uneven ground, and there is a lot of uneven ground here. It's all loose rock. So I did get a little tiny bucket full of some fun science experiment stuff, so I will be showing you that. And I am going to head to the next stop and then home. When I get home though, I'm going to show you all the cool stuff I got from Vince today. He is such a good friend. I absolutely adore him, and I highly recommend, if you're going to buy a cabbing machine, you just go with him, because he will take care of you, not only with the purchase, but after the purchase. So he can answer all your questions, walk you through everything, and he really is just a nice guy. So 2 thumbs up. That's only 1. So I'm headed home. I'm coming through just a gorgeous farmland right here, and I don't mind that I have a broken windshield. I just wanted you to see how pretty it is up here. I love Utah. I love it. Now we are going past Reservoir. This is a really great place in the wintertime to come out on the ice and fish. It's also the first place I ever seen a pelican in person that I can remember. It's just a pretty cool place, just one of the beautiful places on the way to my house. I just wanted to show you guys the red rocks. This area is just so beautiful, and I know that you love it too. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm getting ready to head into one of the first canyons, but I thought you guys would appreciate these red rocks. It's just absolutely beautiful. I'm hoping that the contrast really shows, and you can just see how red that is. That's one of the things I've always loved about Utah, is this red iron-rich dirt. It is just absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so I made it home from my grand adventure today. I want to show you a few things that I was able to get from Vince. And as you can see, this is a big dino bone that I brought up and we cut in half. Just wanted to see if there was going to be any color play in there. Just a little bit of oranges. It's a pretty piece. I also got this awesome piece of banded fluorite. It's nice and solid, it's not fractured, so it will carve excellent. I got this little tiny slab. Just kidding, it's not tiny, it's pretty huge. This is honeycomb calcite from Jeannie Stott's mine. This is so beautiful. See the gradiating colors from yellow up to white. So I'm going to carve this and make it a YouTube video probably in the next couple weeks. It will be an acid polishing video because this is the perfect material for doing an acid polish. But one of the other things I got was this awesome piece of Tiffany stone. And just how thoughtful is Vince? I will tell you how thoughtful he is. He cut this and he noticed There's a K and an S. There's the K. There's the S. So he knew it was meant to be mine. How sweet is that? Tiffany stone is pretty hard to work with. This massive Tiffany nodule, you can see there's just a lot of fractures throughout, and it does chip and break pretty easy. I didn't even touch it and that corner broke off. Just like decided to jump apart from each other. So, but I love this. I'll probably just do a copper wrap and hang it on the wall. So now let's go see what goodies I brought home. Okay, so it sounds like everyone is doing their yard work right now. So sorry about all the crazy loud background noise. But these are the tools I brought. I don't bring much. And I use this bucket for cleaning because I just drilled a bunch of holes in the bottom. And that works really good for that. So one of the minerals that you find up there is Maganese, which is the black coating and crust that is on a lot of the rocks up there. And I brought back a bunch of this so we could go do a quick science experiment. Okay, so I'm filming indoors, so this might be better for you guys getting an idea of the quartzite with the quartz crystals and manganese and iron oxide. So that's just one big rock I brought home to play with for the yard. You can see that there are crystals here, quartz crystals. They just need to get... Sorry, my camera does not want to focus today. So they just need to get cleaned up. Very cool. Very small, but very pretty. And over here in the big bucket, we have just a bunch of rocks. So some of these I brought home because they had crystals on them that I wanted to clean out, like this one. But some, like this one I just showed you, has that manganese, okay? So I'm going to take out the blackest ones that I got, and I'm going to combine it with hydrogen peroxide. And this is such a fun experiment because what it does is it creates pure oxygen and pure water. Very fun. Fun science experiment. If you want to look up more information on this, just Google what happens when you mix manganese with hydrogen peroxide. When you are doing this, you need to remember that the chemical reaction causes heat. It can boil. I used to use all plastic containers, but you can use glass too. So once you have a nice level amount in there, you want to make sure that you have a lot of room for expansion, because what it's going to do is it's going to boil and it's going to bubble. If I have enough manganese in here for the reaction. So let me go get the hydrogen peroxide, just regular drugstore hydrogen. You can use the stronger stuff that you have to ask the pharmacist for, but just for this fun thing, we'll just use regular peroxide. So today I'm just using Equate, which is Walmart's cheap knockoff generic label. I think it's $1.97 a bottle. And I've taken the lids off. Now the reaction isn't going to be instantaneous, but can you hear it fizzling and bubbling. That is the chemical reaction we're looking for. So it's going to make a really muddy, gloopy mess. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pour the whole bottle in all at once. But can you hear it sizzling? And I just want enough to cover the rocks. Now, in the past, when I've done this science experiment before, I used a bigger tote that this would be in, because sometimes, depending on how full you have your container of the manganese, it can boil up and over. I don't feel any change in the heat yet, but this is one that you can touch and mess with. You don't have to worry about anything except for maybe your fingers bleaching out. So at some points in time, I have been able to get this, I'm starting to feel the warmth now. I have been able to get this to where it's got so much manganese in it that the gas is actually visible as vapors, the water vapors that come up, kind of like a rain cloud. Okay, so as you can see here, it is effervescing, bubbling and churning away. The temperature has increased, not significantly, but it is warm to the touch. So what you will see as the chemical reaction progresses is the black manganese is going to completely disappear off these rocks. And I do have some that I have cleaned that I can show you. So what is really great, what I really love about this, is the effervescence softens up the clay, because most quartz crystals are in a clay substance in formation, and this stuff that comes from Jordanelle is like grease. It is so hard to get off. So this actual added step is my secret to getting crystal clear quartz crystals. So here is a side-by-side comparison, so you can see the difference in before treatment, before iron out, and then after being cleaned with first hydrogen peroxide and then super iron out to remove the rust iron oxides. This one still looks orange, but that is because the clay is trapped inside these crystals, because they are formed skeletally, which means the framework is formed of the crystal, so all the different points on the outside, and then formed slowly to the center. So it can trap. That's how you end up with crystals with water bubbles or anything like that. So these ones just happen to be clay inclusion. Still very pretty, very fun to work with and look at for sure. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video today and getting to meet my friend Vince. He's probably the longest friend I've had in Utah in the rockhounding world, and he's just a wonderful guy. So if you are thinking about progressing in your skills and your time value, then consider his machine as the one to buy. I don't recommend any of the other brands. There's a lot of things about the Easy Cab that separates it from the rest. And while I may be on a slow and steady journey, you may want to go ahead and just get right into it. Be sure to tell him that I sent you, and send him a friend request. He is just a wonderful guy. So take care, you guys. See you in a couple days with a new video. Until then, keep on rocking. Hit the subscribe button. Share this video out to everyone that can benefit, and have a rockin' weekend.